Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're making Indonesian chicken. Now, I really like this dish because it's got so many bold flavors in it. It's a bit of a peanut base and there's a lot of coriander in it. Now when you see it go together, you're going to be going, but when you taste it, you'll be liking it a lot, I guarantee. So we're going to cut up some vegetables, we're going to make our sauce, marinate our chicken, and in here I've got 3 chicken thighs that I've cut up in bite-sized pieces. We'll marinate this, but I'll zoom in so you get a little closer look at seeing what I'm doing. Alright, let's get at her. We got our chicken thigh. We're going to put about a tablespoon of soy. A little bit of salt. Yeah, just a little dash. A little dash of white pepper. Alright, need to get an egg. Now we're just going to use the egg white. We don't need very much. About that much. Perfect. Okay, cornstarch. Give her a good heaping teaspoon. We want this coated so we get a nice crispy little coating on here. And we'll give her a nice little mix. Probably get in there with your hands, it'll be a lot better, but then you gotta wash. Okay, we'll set that aside. Now in here, this is our sauce. I've put about a tablespoon of honey and melted it down. Mine comes in a big bucket. We'll add about a tablespoon of regular soy, tablespoon of dark soy. If you don't have dark soy, just use regular. We are going to go with a good teaspoon, a bit more peanut butter. A teaspoon of sugar, tablespoon of vinegar, a little white pepper, a little dash of bouillon. Now, I like this sriracha sauce here. I like a little bit of heat when I'm doing Oriental. I'll put about a teaspoon of that in there. Give that a mix. I won't get the full flavor of it until the peanut butter melts down. In there, we're also going to add a little bit of sesame oil. You can be a little generous with this, half teaspoon. Taste it, see if it's sweet enough. I think that's going to be good. We're going to add a little water to this and then set her aside. Okay, I've come back with the water. Put about half a cup or so in there. We got our hot pan there, it's going to disappear fairly quickly. We'll get going on our veggies here. Green pepper. Just cut them in pieces like that. Onion. Just give her a couple good slices. I'm going to slice it in half. It'll all break down. I like a little bit of celery in mine. Split it down the middle. You want all your veggies to be kind of the same shape. Red pepper. We have enough celery, I think that'll be good. We've got some green onion from the garden. We'll just give that a little bit of a chop for some garnish. That aside, as well for garnish, we're going to use some basil. These are some fresh basil leaves. Let's give it a bit of a rough chop. We need a clove of garlic as well. Give her a hit. Cut off the end. Slice them in about, I don't know, 1/8 inch thick. Give her a little smash. Just like that. Okay, ready to go. Now the ginger, we're going to add a little bit of that as well, but I have that in the freezer, and we'll grate that on. I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, let's head to the fry pan. I'm just going to fry the chicken in a non-stick skillet here. Just makes it a little bit easier. So we want this fairly crispy, so we're going to fry it fairly well here. Keep her on a medium-high. It's going to splatter on you, so if you've got one of those little splatter thingies, use it. Our chicken is done. Just going to put that into a bowl. You can see that's quite crispy. That's what we want. A couple tablespoons of oil. We're just going to start with the veggies. We'll put the garlic in a bit after it's fried a little bit. Want a pinch of kosher salt. Just a little bit of white pepper. Got the temperature on high. Just want to fry these, we don't want them too limp. We're going to just fry them a couple minutes and then they'll be good. If you want to help things along a little bit, you can add just a little bit of water to steam them a bit. Time for ginger. So I freeze mine, then I take a little grater. Works really good. That way your ginger doesn't go bad. Throw in the garlic. At this point, we're ready for our sauce. So we'll bring that to a boil. Looking good. Okay, we're boiling along really good here. Now I'm going to add 2 teaspoons. Now this is just crushed coriander seed. 2 teaspoons. Sounds like a lot. When you taste it, it'll be good. We just want to thicken it just a tiny bit, so just take a shaker with some cornstarch. Believe it or not, that works really good. Now we don't want it too thick, because when we put our meat in there, it's going to thicken up just a little bit more, and we can always adjust. At this point, let's throw the meat in. Okay, I'm going to turn the heat off now. I'm going to add the basil. Let some of those flavors go through. I think we got her done. We're going to serve this on rice and then garnish it with our green onions. I'm going to put a couple sesame seeds on there too. I think that'll look good. You could use some peanuts if you want. And there you have it. Indonesian chicken.